Fine. So we will come to the core part of geography now. This is the core, that is the Davis and Penck. But before we do to the Davis and Penck, very short understanding of external forces. You do not have to study the external forces abhi tak, but whatever is there, you can just go through quickly through the printed material. You'll get them tomorrow. Fine. वैसे उसको भी पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं, they are just required for the background information. So when we say exogenetic forces, see अभी तक जो हमने किया प्लेट टेक्टोनिक्स एक्सेट्रा या एंडोजेनेटिक फोर्सेस, they are not exclusive to geography, they are a part of geography as well as geomorphology. So the study of geography is what? The study of geography is whatever the landforms that are present on the surface of the earth. अब these landforms when they are present on the surface of the earth, why the landforms behave with different shape, कि क्यों कुछ जगह the same Aravalli ranges are having Mount Abu, highest mountain, then unka height goes on decreasing, and after Ajmer they are formed as a ridge. That is, this is why the Aravallis is. If this I will take it as Gujarat, and if I take this as Delhi, so why Aravalli is like this? ये है one problem of geographers. उसका reason may be because the structure of the rocks may be different. This is the red color ka rocks were the soft rocks which were easily eroded, and therefore the hard rock is standing there and the soft rock base has been eroded. This may be one postulation. The second postulation may be because ये है dry region and this is the wet region historically also. Therefore chemical weathering predominates here, physical weathering predominates here. Which is more powerful is the chemical weathering. इसलिए because of the chemical weathering ये सारे rocks सड़ के टूट गए and they have formed. Because of this the height has been reduced. This can be another postulation, but this is all what? Hard rock versus soft rock structure. What kind of the external agents are operating, whether it is the chemical weathering, whether it is the physical weathering, whether it is a biochemical weathering process, कब से operate कर रहे हैं? Time or stage. That is, landform is an outcome of structure, process and time. The famous statement of W.M. Davis, which may not be followed by each and every one, but ये है core geography का भी. Fine. So if this is easy for you, पूरा subject easy है except for Köppen and Thornwright, और वो सिर्फ रटना है. अगर ये समझ में आ गया तो मतलब आज से ये 3 lectures आगे के 4 lectures आगे के ये अगर समझ में आ गया तो geography is easy for you as an optional. अगर ये समझ में नहीं आया तो गो होम, रिवाइज इट अगेन एंड अगेन, एंड मेरे से जितना हो सके समझ लो, जितना आपके दिमाग में पॉइंट्स है ट्राई टू जनरेट. बिकॉज इफ दिस इज फिनिश्ड, ज्योग्राफी में कुछ नहीं. बिकॉज व्हेन पीपल रिवाइज दे गिव 1 month ओनली टू दिस, और फिर कुछ बचता नहीं है. देन विद इन 2 months यू हैव टू रिवाइज एंटायर पेपर 2 एंड द रिमेनिंग पार्ट. फाइन. सो व्हेन वी डू द एक्सटर्नल फोर्सेस, we do this external forces in the terms of weathering and in the terms of erosion. When we say the weathering, it is of 2 types, and basically we'll call this as a 3 types. One is physical weathering, one is chemical weathering, this all is a part of your GS, not your part of your optional, but you have to have a basic idea. क्योंकि एक क्वेश्चन है इसमें से डिफरेंट जियोमॉर्फिक प्रोसेसेस फ्रॉम जोनल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. तो कहाँ पे फिजिकल वेदरिंग इज अप्लाइंग, कहाँ पे केमिकल वेदरिंग इज अप्लाइंग. सी आई एम देयर नाउ, इफ आई ब्रेक एनी रॉक आई विल डू फिजिकल वेदरिंग. अगर मैं उसके ऊपर एसिड डालता हूँ तो इट इज केमिकल वेदरिंग. बट हु इज डूइंग द वेदरिंग? वी human beings or any living matter. It can be tree, it can be plant, it can be animals, it can be insects. This kind of an weathering is what is known as an Biotic weathering. This is what is known as an biotic weathering. Biotic weathering can be chemical, biotic weathering can be physical, and this biotic weathering is done by the flora and fauna of a region. Biotic weathering is done by flora and fauna of a region. Now, whenever the rocks which are broken, now suppose if this is my rock, it is receiving huge amount of sunlight. Take a scenario till Saturday, it was receiving very high amount of sunlight, and suddenly what happened yesterday? Was it like Delhi? No, this is not Delhi ka usual rainfall, it was more like Bombay ka rainfall. Fine. So such kind, क्या है ये? पहले वो rainfall क्यों हुआ इतना? This is what is climate change. अब जब आदमी बैठेगा, इंडियन मेट्रोलॉजिकल डिपार्टमेंट का या साइंटिस्ट जब बैठेंगे वो देखेंगे हाँ दिल्ली को एवरेज एनुअल रेनफॉल 70 सेंटीमीटर्स है, मिल गया, पर कब मिला? कल ही 20-25 सेंटीमीटर्स मिला होगा, अब बाकी के दिन और कितना मिलेगा वी डोंट नो. So rainfall is there, but dry days will increase. Fine, but see now this rainfall is continuous. Kal ka rainfall, was it accompanied by lightning and thunder? Was there lightning and thunder yesterday? So in GS you will study this kind of a rainfall which occurs is nimbostratus clouds. Fine. Had there been lightning and thunder, it would have been cumulonimbus. We would not have called that as a monsoon rainfall, you would have called that as a thunderstorm. आगे इसमें भी है. What is a thunderstorm, what are the dust storms, etc. Kalka was proper monsoon rainfall. Fine. It has given enough rainfall for groundwater to increase. Now imagine the same amount of heavy snowfall has occurred in Himalayas, or rainfall has occurred in the Himalayas. What would have happened there? Glaciers को मिल गया. Others, these glaciers are now melting also. So क्या हो रहा है? Is there flood in Assam? Fine. Is there flood in Bihar? Is there flood in UP? Yes. Some parts of UP and Bihar are experiencing flood. Why? Because Himalayan rivers are getting rainfall as well as snowfall, and the snow melts during the summers. But इसके साथ साथ जहाँ Himalayan rivers नहीं, is there drought in central India? Yes. क्यों? क्योंकि Himalayan rivers नहीं है. Fine. So you have to understand these things from the everyday current point of view. Now suppose if this is a rainfall which was heated, and because of heating it was in the expanded state, rock, and suddenly due to yesterday's rainfall the rock contracted. When there is a sudden contraction, crack will be developed in the rock. Maybe this is how the crack will be developed, and this is how the rock may be cracked in two parts. कौन सा weathering है? Physical weathering. एक बार रेन वाटर चला गया in the rocks, it has got an opening, and if this rock is rich in iron, तो फिर in the hot climate like India, rain water will react with iron and form oxides and सड़ा देगा इस rock को, rust करेगा इस rock को. What kind of a weathering it is? Chemical weathering. If there is now some earthworm, some mouse, some snake, some birds or some tree which is living on the rock, and this mouse या burrowing animals or tree through its roots break the rock या put some acid on the rock so that they can break. उसके सिवा घर कैसे बनाएंगे earthworms? Earthworms cannot have the power to dig up the rocks. So that is a biotic weathering. But can you see in this entire process, the rocks which is broken is remaining at the same place. कोई नदी नहीं आ रही है इसको लेके जाने के लिए, कोई हवा नहीं लेके जा रही है. No river, no wind is carrying these rocks, and therefore weathering याद रखना is an in situ process. That is, no transportation is involved in the case of weathering. In the case of weathering, yes. Must. I have got your doubt क्या है. Now if instead of this, had the rock been on this slope, अगर ये slope होता, this rock after breaking would it have come down? So no transportation is involved. Getting it? So it depends upon the slope. There is no transportation involved except under the gravity, and the rocks will come down under the gravity. Except under the gravity. क्या माउंड? पॉन्ड, अच्छा, हाँ. पॉन्ड है, पॉन्ड में जनरली दोज रॉक्स विल सर्वाइव हु आर नॉट सॉल्युबल इन वाटर. अगर सी फॉर एग्जांपल चॉक इज अ रॉक, आपने पॉन्ड में डाल दिया, दूसरे दिन सुबह गए, मिलेगा? नमक इज अ रॉक, पॉन्ड में डाल दिया, मिलेगा? नो. दिस ऑल रॉक्स आर सेडिमेंट्री रॉक्स. कौन से? चॉक, जिससे हम बचपन में लिखते थे, और नमक जो आज हम यूज करते हैं. फाइन. या कोयला. कोयला will not disintegrate so fast, but it will disintegrate after 2-3 days. Fine. So this is, that is कोयला अगर इसमें डालोगे, remember one general thing, GS के लिए again फिर से current affairs based, you must have heard about clean coal technology. Clean coal, what is that clean coal technology? They take the coal, put it in the water, उसमें से impurities become heavy, it is removed, and then the this is gone. Second thing you should remember, you should ask yourself, कल बारिश हुई? Fine. After that the climate should be clean. Fine. But climate तो ज़्यादा धुआं लग रहा है दिल्ली में. What is this? ये ऐसे तो नहीं होना चाहिए. There should have been clean climate, all the dust should have been settled, all the dust should have been removed. But are you not feeling more itching to the eyes? Are you not feeling more haze? This is what is known as haze. ये सब climate के अपने topics है. And this is what is photochemical smog, which is present in Delhi due to vehicular pollution. Fine. So जितना ज़्यादा क्यों है ये? This is due to burning of nitrous oxides. कहाँ से आता है nitrous oxides? You burn anything which is fossil fuels, nitrous oxides are emitted, but सबसे ज़्यादा through vehicles. So vehicle are pollution. Yes, clean coal technology reduces sulfur का smokes. So यहाँ पे no transportation is involved. Now which rocks, weathering will depend upon the kind of the rocks. Everything is there in the notes. So when I say factors affecting weathering, सबसे important factor affecting weathering is the structure of the rocks. Now remember, ये सब डेविस में हमें यूज करना है, इसलिए we are doing this. What is the structure of the rocks? What will happen in the sedimentary rocks? I'll take an example of any sedimentary rock. Sedimentary rock is well jointed rock. So this is my rock. Sedimentary rock हमेशा, why they are well jointed? Because they are formed by joining of sediments. So this is a sedimentary rock which is having blocks. Water will go inside, जहाँ पे उसको lines of weakness मिलेगा, that is, it will go inside this. After going inside this, there will be chemical weathering in the hot climate like India. After going inside the cracks, in the cold climates such as Europe, there will be physical weathering. ऐसा क्यों difference? Chemical weathering in the hot climate, generally the rocks which are rich in iron, India ka rock is basically rich in iron. It has to be. We are a part of Gondwana. Fine? Oldest rock systems in the world. The rocks which are rich in iron, they react in high temperature and high humidity to form iron oxide. So नीचे जाके कोई भी rock उठाना, you will find orange color का covering. Fine? That is a kind of an chemical weathering which is known as oxidation. Oxidation dominates in countries such as India. Fine? ये 3 वर्ड से पता होनी चाहिए. Oxidation. Or can I say in simple words, rusting? Oxidation or rusting dominates in the countries like India. If this is a temperate type of climate, maybe Europe, during the daytime water will go inside. During the night, temperatures will fall below the freezing point, below 0 degree Celsius. It will get converted into ice. Ice expands by volume. Because of the expansion of the volume, there will be increase in the crack. Jaise this crack has increased, means can you see crack can be increased due to any process, either due to oxidation or due to this thing. So whenever there is increase in the crack, next time जब दिन में पानी होगा, it वो नीचे चला जाएगा, it will be accumulated below. Again, night में it will expand by volume and thus this crack will go on expanding and maybe ये rock ऐसे टूट जाएगा. Now suppose the crack is also expanding from here. क्या होगा? ऐसे टूटेगा. ऐसे टूटने के बाद if the wind is there, it will fall down. Fine. So this kind of a physical weathering which occurs in the well jointed rocks is known as block disintegration. Fine. Understood? You should just know the names when we will be writing what is this block disintegration, etc. Now suppose if this entire rock which is there, can you understand the diagram? There are two different kind of rocks. नीचे का rock is basalt. Can I call this as a hard rock or soft rock in geography? These are hard rocks. They are not that much prone to erosion. So water will go. Now if there can be rain water also, or there can be river water also, or there can be normal humidity also. Water will go collect in the joints and जहाँ पे slope कम ज़्यादा है, because this is a very smooth surface what I have drawn. In real life there will be ups and downs. So if the water gets collected here, क्या करेगा? It will start dissolving limestone. Limestone contains calcium carbonate or carbon, and when water comes in contact with carbon dioxide, it will form a weak acid known as carbonic acid. इसलिए acid rainfall is a phenomena, pollution, but even normal rainfall is always acidic. इतना याद रखना. Rainfall का हमेशा pH is less than कितना? 7. Normal rainfall का pH is somewhere around 5.2, 5.5. Why? Because carbon dioxide is present in the atmosphere. It forms a weak acid known as carbonic acid. This carbonic acid will dissolve the limestone वाला rocks. So यहाँ पे एक गड्ढा form होगा. After that, water will go below. And suppose if it goes through this cracks like this, नीचे it cannot dissolve water. So वो basalt, it will come out and start flowing. तो लोगों को लगेगा कहाँ से? पानी आ रहा है. चमत्कार मंदिर इंडिया में. Fine, but that is what is known as spring. It occurs in the limestone rich rocks. And suppose जरूरी नहीं, water can flow also like this. Fine. So what will happen over the period of time? ये सारा will be destroyed, and this area will now become a cave, and this is how the cave will be formed. Maybe I'll take an example that this is how the cave will be formed inside the rock. This kind of an topography is known as karst. topography. Example in India, Vaishno Devi, the best example this, so that everyone knows. Because in the karst topography, when you go inside, जो बचा हुआ calcium carbonate है वो छत से टपकेगा and it will form stalactites or stalagmites. Stalactites and stalagmites. Fine. क्या हो रहा है इसमें? What is getting dissolved? Carbon dioxide and which rocks? Calcium rich rocks. That is the limestone. They are very, very weak rocks. Understanding? Forget about karst topography. कौन सा rock था? Limestone. What it is rich in? Calcium and carbon. This process of chemical weathering is the second process, what is known as कैसे यूज करोगे? क्रिटिसिज्म ऑफ डेविस. टाइम से ज्यादा व्हाट इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट इज स्ट्रक्चर एंड प्रोसेस. Basalt in the same process is a strong rock. Basalt in the same process is a strong rock. In the same time it is the strong rock. But limestone, carbon dioxide is a weak rock. Fine? ऐसे आंसर डेवलप करना है अभी. Why we are doing this so many examples, though they are not, they have been given in our syllabus, but कोई भी direct question नहीं है. क्यों नहीं है? Because you have to write as many examples as you can in Davis. Now this Davis and Penck will be unlike geography की examples common होंगे. जो दिमाग में आता है, अगर किसी area में आपने देखा है, if you are know any local examples, write those examples also in the answer. Just an case study based examples. The third process of chemical weathering is reduction. Not that important. We are not going to use this as an example. Reduction. Reduction will occur in different kind of rocks. It can occur in any of the rocks. So the most is structure. Why structure? Because you should remember that is sedimentary rocks are weak rocks because they have joints, etc., joints, pores, etc., which act as zones of weakness. So oxidation कहाँ पे होगा? In plus which climate? Carbonation कहाँ पे होगा? In any of the rocks. Fine. Now second example of structure लिखने की जरूरत नहीं. A rock which is having crystals or grains. Unlike the first rock, this is a rounded rock and there are crystals of different colors. We'll take an example यहाँ पे only of two color. One color is light, other color is dark. Red color may be light. इसका example any igneous rocks. Any rock that is formed due to cooling and solidification of magma or lava will have crystals. So कौन सा rock हमेशा crystalline होता है? Igneous rock. Anything that is formed due to cooling will have crystals. Example igneous rock या example आपके घर के अंदर का ice in the ice tray. It is always crystalline because cooling के कारण air is trapped. and that trapped air will give rise to the crystals. Now in this, the crystals are of different colors and the sunlight comes. When the sunlight comes, the darker color crystal will absorb more sunlight than the lighter color crystals. Therefore the darker color crystals will expand more as compared to light color crystals, right? डार्क हमेशा ब्लैक शर्ट वर्सेस व्हाइट शर्ट, जिसने ब्लैक कपड़े पहने हैं ऑब्वियसली मोर हीट बिकॉज इट अब्सॉर्ब्स मोर सनलाइट, so they will expand, and after expansion, as a daily expansion contraction say, they will become loose and they will start falling down, and thus maybe the dark color crystals will be loose और ये यहाँ पे मिट्टी बन जाएगी. This kind of physical weathering is known as occurs in Understood what is granular disintegration? Grains, crystals टूट रहे. Countries such as India में अचानक बारिश पड़ने से हॉट रॉक अचानक एक्सपांड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करेगा एंड इसके कारण टूट जाएगा. द थर्ड काइंड ऑफ वेदरिंग इज shattering. Block disintegration obviously in the jointed rocks, granular disintegration in the crystalline rocks, shattering can occur in any rock. ये अभी ठंडा है coffee, if I suddenly put it in water, this is hot, if I suddenly put it in extremely cold water, what will happen? Will the cup crack? Yes, that is what is shattering due to sudden change of climate, tropics में. And last, सबसे important is जिसके ऊपर the only short note in this chapter can come only on this is, you must have seen the past year questions also. Write a short note on exfoliation. Or onion peeling. Yes, exfoliation or onion peeling. Rock is rounded. In this rounded rocks there are no crystals, there are no joints. पूरा का पूरा एक ही कलर का rock है. It can be white, it can be black, anything. But what will happen? During the daytime this will receive sunlight. Can sunlight penetrate deep inside the rock or only the superficial layers of the rocks? What will happen? Will the core of the rock or inside the rock get hot या only ऊपर का layers? ऊपर का layers. The sunlight will not penetrate deep inside the rocks. As the sunlight does not penetrate deep inside the rocks, only the upper part of the layer will expand. As it expands, crack will be formed here in the upper part. Daily phenomena होगा expansion and cooling, expansion and cooling. So ultimately one day the rock will be cracked in this manner. Maybe ऐसा कुछ crack will develop. And in the dry climates, remember, in the dry climates, इतनी ज़्यादा heat dry climates में ही होगी. In the dry climates, winds will blow. Because the winds will blow, the crack will get now enlarged. As the crack is getting enlarged, what will happen? Upper part of the rock will break and it will fall down. So ये ऐसे टूटेगा rock. अब the same thing will be done to the lower part. अब ये expand होगा, there will be crack and it will break and fall down. Understanding? Understanding everyone? Upper part is going to expand, crack, fall down, as if somebody is removing the layers. And this kind of a weathering is, we'll see iska short note later on, is what is known as onion or I'll write here, the fourth kind of weathering is exfoliation or onion peeling occurs in why? Due to outer part is expanded more, inner part is expanded less. It can occur in any rock, not just in sedimentary rock. कहाँ से पेनिट्रेशन ऑफ सनलाइट होगा? ब्लैक कलर का क्रिस्टल्स विल अब्सॉर्ब द लाइट. कितने होते हैं? ऊपर तक ही, सिर्फ ऊपर का पार्ट एक्सपांड होगा, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होगा. देखो फॉर एग्जांपल, यू आर फ्रॉम पंजाब, तुम्हारे घर के छत के ऊपर टाइल्स लगा दिए, ग्रेनाइट लगा दिया है, छोटे क्रिस्टल्स लगा दिए, तो क्रिस्टल्स विल अब्सॉर्ब द सनलाइट, बट विल द लाइट पेनिट्रेट डीप? नो. तुम्हारे घर के अंदर आएगा लाइट? नहीं, छत के ऊपर ही रहेगा. दैट इज क्रिस्टल्स विल एक्सपांड एंड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, अंदर कुछ फर्क नहीं होगा. सिमिलरली इन द सेडिमेंट्री रॉक्स, कोई भी रॉक जो राउंडेड है उसमें जितना सनलाइट इज फॉलिंग ऑन द आउटर पार्ट, ऑब्वियसली नो सनलाइट इज फॉलिंग ऑन द इनर पार्ट, सो ओनली द आउटर पार्ट विल एक्सपांड एंड रात में इट विल कूल. डेली एक्सपांशन कॉन्ट्रैक्शन से ऐसे सर्कुलर शेप में क्रैक बन जाएगा, फिर रॉक टूटेगा, फिर नीचे का पार्ट एक्सपांड करेगा, दिखाएगा. गेटिंग इट? सो दिस आर अंडरस्टूड. एनी डाउट्स इन द टाइप्स ऑफ वेदरिंग? Understood the four types of weathering? Oxidation, that is the physical and chemical. Chemical का rusting, oxidation, carbonation and reduction. Physical का block disintegration, बड़े बड़े blocks टूटेंगे. Granular disintegration, crystalline rocks में shattering मतलब टूट जाना, and onion peeling or exfoliation, which occurs obviously in the rounded rocks. The rounded rock has to be compact. अगर क्रिस्टलाइन होगा तो इट विल बी ग्रैनुलर डिसइंटीग्रेशन. इट हैज टू बी कॉम्पैक्ट. कॉम्पैक्ट मीन्स बसाल्ट टाइप, नो क्रिस्टल्स, एक ही कलर का. गेटिंग इट? सो फैक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग वेदरिंग, वन इज स्ट्रक्चर. सेकेंड फैक्टर दैट इज अफेक्टिंग द वेदरिंग इज slope. There are two slopes, one is the gentle slope, one is the steep slope. If the rock breaks along the steep slope, it will travel downwards due to gravity and it will get accumulated here as the soil या weathered material. Because the rock जो यहाँ से टूटेगा, it moves down, what does the rock do? It exposes a fresh layer for getting weathered. On the other hand, in this gentle slope, because the weathered rock has accumulated here, it does not move. Why it does not move? Because slope नहीं है. It protects the lower layer from getting weathered or eroded. In the steep slope, हमेशा ऊपर का rock टूटेगा, नीचे चला जाएगा. Fresh layer will be there. So कहाँ पे weathering will be greater? In the regions of steep slope. टॉपिक ऑफ आवर सिलेबस इरोजन सर्फेसेस. उसमें भी डेविस है, उसमें भी पेंक है, उसमें देयर आर न्यूमरस पीपल इन्वॉल्व. फाइन. इसके बाद इज द इरोजन सर्फेसेस, दैट इज द स्टडी ऑफ द स्लोप्स. what I have written, in the regions of steep slope, both weathering and erosion is greater. क्या है erosion? What is the difference between weathering and erosion? अगर कोई रॉक टूट के उसी जगह रहता है, that is weathering. It will move only under gravity. अगर if it moves under gravity, it is known as mass movement. जिसका example is landslide. But if that rock is carried during the floods by the rivers, or by the winds, or by the glaciers, then it is known as erosion. Obviously यहाँ पे erosion will be greater. Erosion will be greater, इसीलिए listen to me first, then you have time, enough time to write down. This region will be eroded, इसका height will over the period of time reduce. फिर से इसका height will be reduced. फिर से इसका height will be reduced. Why? Because all the material will be moved downwards. So जब height ज़्यादा था, तो was the speed of a river will take an river only or glacier greater? अब has the speed of the river decreased? Youthful stage gets converted into mature stage. Mature stage will ultimately get converted into old age. That is structure, process and time. This is what is stage. Youthful to mature, mature to old age. Characteristics क्या हो रहा है? The speed of external agents of weathering and erosion is reducing. Fine? पूरा geography ये 3 concepts पे based है, except Penck. Penck कहता है नहीं, जरूरी नहीं. So just open part of your syllabus, geomorphology. Understand what we are doing from today for next 3 lectures. Just have a look at the syllabus. Concept of geomorphic cycles. So किसने cycle दिया सबसे पहले? Geomorphic cycle. Cycle means this: youth, mature and old age. It was given by W.M. Davis. Davis was criticized by Walter Penck. Penck का second cycle, इसलिए geomorphic cycles. फिर W.M. Davis and Penck was criticized by L.C. King, but L.C. King studied only in the savanna. So L.C. King का आएगा arid cycle of erosion. फिर no need of writing है, सब past year questions भी है. Fine, arid cycle of erosion. So we are going to study Davis, Penck, King. King will apply his knowledge only to Africa, and he will give arid cycle of erosion. Then Peltier, who was a student of Davis. Davis means geography में there are 2 schools even today: Davisian school, Penck school. Fine. So those who are followers of Davis, उसमें से किसी ने दिया periglacial cycle of erosion, Peltier ने. Fine. फिर this is how the entire landscape gets converted from youth to mature. कुछ साइंटिस्ट कहने लग गए कि ज्योग्राफी पूरे लैंडस्केप से डील नहीं करता. दैट इज देयर आर, उसके बाद जब हम जाएंगे ह्यूमन ज्योग्राफी एंड थॉट में, देयर आर 2 schools of geography. One is systematic geography. Systematic geography means you should study the entire world geography. Second is regional geography. Fine. So someone says study the entire world ka geography, someone says study regional geography. So the school one is systematic geography, entire school. There are some followers who says regional geography. So they say we don't have to study the entire landscape. They say we have to study the slope. So कोई भी natural slope है, it is always like this. Fine. So always any slope has one part which is convex, no need of writing anything, has another part which is known as a third part which is more or less straight, and the other part which is known as concave. Understand, this is how the 4 parts of this. अब Davis कहेगा कि slopes are formed due to vertical erosion, Peng कहेगा slope is formed due to what? Parallel retreat और क्या है Peng का concept? Now Davis will say ऐसे ऐसे तोड़ते जाओगे नीचे, down cutting. This is how the slopes are formed. So if endogenetic force is greater, so we always will have concave surface. If endogenetic force matches with the exogenetic force, जितना upliftment हो रहा है उतना erosion हो रहा है. Free face. जो material erode होके deposit हो रहा है और वही मटेरियल जितना अमाउंट ऑफ मटेरियल इज बीइंग डिपॉजिटेड, बिकॉज सी फ्री फेस इज इट इज वेरी वेरी स्टीप, सो ऑब्वियसली नो मटेरियल, नो सेडिमेंट्स, नो वेदर्ड मटेरियल विल स्टे ऑन द फ्री फेस, क्योंकि रहेगा कुछ वेदर्ड मटेरियल जो भी है वो टूट के नीचे गिरेगा. एंड इफ रिवर इज इन द मैच्योर स्टेज इट कैन रिमूव एज मच एज वेदर्ड मटेरियल एज इट इज डिपॉजिटेड, सो इट विल बी rectilinear. But in the old age when the river becomes very very big, sediments टूट के नीचे गिरेंगे, and टूट के नीचे गिरने के बाद those sediments will be dissolved in the river water, and then river water will carry them and remove them. इसीलिए concave. Convex, youthful topography. Free face, rectilinear phase. Concave, old age. So Davis says कि अगर landform उभर रहा है and if the river is actively down cutting, V vertical erosion, it will give rise till here, and then river when it is doing U-shaped deposition, it will give rise to this. अभी नहीं समझ में आएगा. Peng कहता है no, this is not how it causes. Any slope is developed कि पहले डाउन कटिंग होगा, फिर डाउन कटिंग होगा, फिर फ्री फेस विल बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू रेक्टिलिनियर, एंड अल्टीमेटली रेक्टिलिनियर विल बी कन्वर्टेड. जैसे सेडिमेंट्स जितने पुराने हो जाएंगे दे विल बी स्मॉलर एंड दे विल बी रिमूव्ड बाय द रिवर, एंड दिस इज हाउ अ स्लोप फ्रॉम कॉन्वेक्स विल बी कन्वर्टेड टू कॉनकेव. इसी को कोई कहता है और कोई कहता है if it is person known as Peng, he says slope replacement. If it is a person known as King, he says parallel retreat. And if it is person known as Davis, he says why I am telling you all this. Where is this vertical downcutting when it can occur? By the river. If the river can carry big stones, so big stones will rub against the surface. As they rub against the surface, they will become sharp. As they become sharp, वो धरती को चीरेंगे. And इसीलिए जो भी है river, if it is carrying big sediments, it will keep on eroding, and क्या बनेगा? V-shaped valleys. So ये क्या हो गया? Concave, free face, rectilinear face, etc. Understanding? Cycle जब हम पढ़ते हैं ऐसे पढ़ते हैं. When we study only one part of a cycle, that is the another part of your syllabus, is concept सब वही है. Concept of geomorphic cycle and landscape development, denudation chronology, youth, mature, old age. Fine. Channel morphology is different, erosion surfaces and slope development. These are the 4 topics we are going to study in next 4 lectures. Landscape development, erosion surfaces, slope development. Slope development is just one part of a landscape development. If you don't believe me, look, this is just half of a diagram. Another half of a diagram will be This is what is the valley. सबसे पहले valley is always V shaped, then it becomes U shaped, and ultimately it becomes proper U shaped valley from youthful mature to old age. Getting it? This is what is denudation chronology. Fine. So इन सब चीज़ों में सिर्फ इतना याद रखो वेदरिंग कहाँ पे कैसे होगी, बिकॉज जितने पुराने रॉक्स है उतना वो ज़्यादा पानी के अंदर है, दे आर ब्रोकन इनटू वेरी वेरी स्मॉल things. If the river is flowing with great speed, it can carry huge amount of sediments. So this is my imaginary river channel. This is the depth of a land. Sediments बहुत बड़े हैं. They will obviously not float in water. They will be carried by the river on the beds, means on the floor of a river. This is river, this is where you are. Understanding? So what is the bed of a river? The center part of a river. As the river is going with great speed, why it is going with great speed? Because it flows on a steep slope. These sediments will also flow with the river because they, due to friction, they will get sharpened. Have you seen anyone sharpening the knife? क्या करता है वो? Friction ही करता है. So they will get sharpened. Because of the sharpening, they will start cutting the landform. And ultimately this landform will be cut like this. So ये जो बड़ा sediment था ये ऐसे sharp हो गया. जितना ज़्यादा river speed में जाएगी it will be cut like this. It will be cut like this and it will form V-shaped valley. क्या कहता है इसको Davis? Vertical down cutting. क्या कहता है इसको Penck? Slope replacement. क्या कहता है इसको? Parallel retreat. देखने का नजरिया है. It is the way of looking. If you look from the stone point of view, stone is doing vertical down cutting. If you look from the slopes point of view, पहले ये slope फिर इधर आ जाता है, फिर इधर आ जाता है, फिर और नीचे आएगा, और नीचे आएगा. That is parallel retreat. Getting it? And parallel retreat is not an original idea. It is an idea जो King ने चुराई from Penck. इसलिए parallel retreat और slope development is more or less same thing. Fine. मतलब यहाँ से देखोगे vertical down cutting हो रहा है. But if you look from the slopes point of view, is it not going down parallelly? That is what is the parallel retreat. Getting it? अगर if the glacier is there, उसका impact will be different. It may not act like this. If the wind is there, obviously wind इसके पास इतना power ही नहीं है कि it can erode this rocks. Fine. So slope is an important factor. Understanding youthful stage will always start in which regions? In the mountainous region. The third important factor that affects the weathering is climate. बताने की जरूरत नहीं. Whether river will be acting, glacier will be acting, or wind will be acting, क्या determine करेगा? Climate only. In the desert region, what will be the agent of erosion? Wind. In the glaciated regions, what will be the agent of erosion? Glaciers. In the hot and humid regions, what will be the agent of erosion? Generally, rivers. What will be the agent of erosion in the hot regions? Chemical weathering. What will be the kind of weathering that is occurring in the deserts? Physical weathering. What will be the kind of weathering that will occur in the monsoon regions? Chemical weathering. So, erosion कौन सा होगा, weathering कौन सा होगा, it all depends upon climate. And इसीलिए आपके syllabus में 3 things are there. Glacial cycle of erosion, then normal cycle of erosion. Normal cycle of erosion मतलब river का जो अभी हम कर रहे हैं, and desert cycle of erosion. It has not been given in your syllabus specifically. सिर्फ एक word दिया है geomorphic cycles. Now with this come to the past year questions. You should have an idea of how the questions are asked, so that जो मैं कह रहा हूँ इतनी सारी बातें, you should know what to catch. and what to write and what not to write. We'll start from the old questions first. सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन जब ऑप्शनल आए थे क्या है 86 में? Davis and Penck. Discuss the views of Davis and Penck. Fine. Discuss the evolution and the characteristics of the landform in glaciated regions. फिर से उसी टॉपिक से. Write a short note on the karst landforms. फिर से उसी टॉपिक से. फिर plate tectonics, फिर rejuvenated landforms, फिर plate tectonics. फिर से आया analyze the difference in the models of slope evolution of Davis and Penck. फिर से आया polycyclic relief. Polycyclic relief means again Davis. It is a concept of Davis only. Analyze the sequential development of either karst or coastal landforms. पहले एक बार karst आ चुका है, फिर से karst repeat हुआ. यहाँ पे sequential, that is karst through youth, mature and old age. इतना आसान क्वेश्चन, क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ अर्थ्स मूवमेंट जो अभी हम कर रहे हैं, एंडोजेनेटिक एंड एक्सोजेनेटिक. फाइन. देन क्वेश्चन नंबर 14, 94, फिर से डेविस एंड पेंक. क्वेश्चंस वही है, रिपीट हो रहे, डेविस एंड पेंक. What I have discussed today, discuss the process of mechanical and chemical weathering and show their relationship with the soil formation. This second part I have not discussed. Fine. Write a short note on weathering and the soil formation. फिर से discuss the concept of polycyclic landforms. Repeated. Write a short note on geomorphic process. Repeated. Plate tectonics, I am skipping that. And come directly to question number 24. I am using this as a reference book. That is New Vishal Publications ka. Right? Provide a critique of the geographical cycle propounded by the Davis. Fine. Write a short note on peneplain. Again, Davis ka end product is peneplain. Structure is a dominant control in the factors in the evolution of the landform. See how questions from direct Davis to Penck are going inside up. Geography is becoming tough now as a optional. Why? 2005 से देखो change in the question. पहले डेविस पेंक, अब उनका कुछ एक तो. Then critically examine the concept of geomorphic cycles and discuss the views of Davis and Penck. How many times this has been repeated? Davis and Penck. And later on go home and study the pattern. You can predict कौन सा क्वेश्चन आने वाला है. Alternate आता है डेविस पेंक, बट हर साल आएगा. फाइन. ये सब घर पे करना होता है कि किस पे मैं फोकस करके जाऊं इस साल. कभी कभी एक बाउंसर जैसे 2009 में डिस्कस द व्यूज ऑफ स्लोप डेवलपमेंट प्रोवाइडेड बाय एलसी किंग. फिर से कास्ट, देयर फेवरेट कास्ट. फिर नेम द क्लाइमेटिकली कंट्रोल्ड एजेंट्स ऑफ इरोजन, एक्सप्लेन हाउ दे डिफर इन द टर्म्स ऑफ प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ मैटर, कंपेयर द लैंडफॉर्म्स प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय ईच ऑफ देम. मतलब इफ यू वरी ये क्या पूछा है, प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ मैटर ये नहीं समझ में आएगा. बट इफ यू ब्रेक डाउन प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ मैटर, विंड, वेपर, लिक्विड, रिवर, solid, glacier, means they have asked you comparison between glacier, winds and river landforms. Landforms that are made by winds, rivers and glaciers. Question number 46 देखो, major components of IGBP. Fine. ये है question which should be left. No matter what you do, how much you study, you will never be able to focus sometimes on the question like this. कौन सा year है? 2012. My last attempt with geography as an optional 2012. ये सब bouncers थे, major components of IGBP. Fine. So geography and PubAD दोनों was butchered in 2012. I'll tell you the reason geography was butchered. UPSC में 6 फ्लोर है, उसमें से 2 ऑप्शनल थे. फाइन. People with public administration as an optional used to occupy 5 floors of the building, 6 floor पे बाकी सारे optional. Fine. That means if 8,000 people were writing mains, 6,500 were having PubAD as an optional, and 5,000 to 6,000 were having geography as an optional. देयर वर नो अदर सब्जेक्ट्स उस समय, इन दोनों का डोमिनेंस था, और बचा हुआ हिंदी बेल्ट, हिंदी मीडियम, हिस्ट्री एज एन ऑप्शनल. Fine. So this 3 optionals में इतना ज़्यादा था. And then in public administration as an optional, out of 6,500, 6,000 students used to study only in one coaching institute. Fine. M.K. Mohanty sir, you must have heard about Synergy. He used to study, all the students used to study only in that coaching institute. So obviously UPSC will try to dissuade this from happening. इसलिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 2012 का दूसरा क्वेश्चन देखो, टर्न द पेज. एक्सप्लेन हाउ बॉश एंड हैडलहैंग लेड टू द थियरी ऑफ स्लोप रिप्लेसमेंट. कुछ नहीं, ये पेंग के वर्ड्स हैं अंदर के, बॉश-चुंगेन एंड हैडलहैंगेन. फाइन. दो स्टूडेंट्स हु हैव डन पेंग कुड डू इट, बट जिन्होंने पेंग सविंद्र सिंह का डायग्राम नहीं देखा था, उनको पता ही नहीं था कि बॉश-चुंगेन मीन्स ग्रेविटी स्लोप, हैडलहैंगेन मीन्स कॉनकेव स्लोप, मतलब रेक्टिलिनियर स्लोप एंड कॉनकेव स्लोप. सो जिनको तो वो आंसर नहीं कर पाए. दिस इज व्हाट हाउ यूपीएससी इज चेंजिंग. फाइन. आंसर द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ द स्टैंडर्ड एपिजिन साइकिल ऑफ इरोजन. मीन्स एपिजिन इज एरिड साइकिल ऑफ इरोजन. सो यू सी व्हाट हैज हैपेंड इन 2012. इन 2012 जियोमॉर्फोलॉजी, जिसके ऊपर स्टूडेंट्स बैंक, उसके ऊपर 3 ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आए कि आंसर ही नहीं कर पाए. फाइन. सो व्हाट वाज द कट ऑफ इन 2012 मेंस का? व्हाट इज द कट ऑफ दिस ईयर मेंस का और लास्ट ईयर? जिनको, किन लोगों को इंटरव्यू कॉल आया? एट व्हाट मार्क्स? 700 समथिंग. This was the cutoff for interview that year. And remember, तब 2 ऑप्शनल थे, आज एक ही ऑप्शनल है. आउट ऑफ 2000, आज 700 is out of 1800. 3 subjects gone from the UPSC का list this year: public administration, geography and Pali. पाली में ऐसे क्वेश्चंस पूछे कि स्टूडेंट्स कुड नॉट अटेम्प्ट. सो यू हैव टू बी प्रिपेयर्ड समटाइम्स. बट हमें अभी डर नहीं है, यू शुड नॉट वरी अबाउट दिस, क्योंकि अब ज्योग्राफी में इतने कम स्टूडेंट्स बचे कि यूपीएससी अब मजाक नहीं करेगा ज्योग्राफी के साथ. दैट इज व्हाई यू सी अगेन द क्वेश्चंस आर बिकमिंग इजी. अब टारगेटेड पेपर्स आर पॉल साइंस, ऑब्वियसली एंथ्रोपोलॉजी, राइट. It will show after some years. Sociology has already been targeted, so sociology में ऊपर नीचे होते हैं. How many people write? Medical science, how many people write in medical science? 9. Why to target them? Fine, so these are the kind of the questions. Difference between the normal cycle and the arid cycle of erosion. बाकी के questions रहने दो and come to the last 5 years के, that is last question. 2018 में again the paper was very easy. 2017 में one question which came outside the syllabus. If you don't read the standard books, अगर आप सिर्फ डेविस पेंग पढ़ के गए तो you cannot answer periglacial cycle of erosion. But अगर आप पढ़ के जाते हो properly, which should be done because it is a part of a optional syllabus, geomorphic cycles, then periglacial cycle you can easily write. ये सब बताने का reason ये है, that is what we are going to start today. For next 4 to 5 days, it should be very, very properly done. Even if you don't study the other parts which we have not done, COBAR to revise hardly will require 5 minutes. Isostasy to revise hardly will require 20 minutes. This is the core function of geography. Any doubts in weathering? So in the old age, which weathering will dominate? Chemical or physical? In the old age, chemical weathering will dominate. River does not have that much power to break the rocks, so rocks को सड़ा देगी. Fine. what is this peneplain? End stage is WM Davis कहता है peneplain. LC King कहता है नहीं peneplain नहीं, it is pediplain. Peng कहता है no, it is end drum. Crick में कहता है no, it is panplane. Fine. Give me a minute. See now how the process of peneplain is achieved. क्या कहता है? थ्रू वर्टिकल डाउन कटिंग. बस ये कीवर्ड्स याद रखो ताकि एग्जाम में कितना भी डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन आए, बॉस-चंगन, हैडल-हैंगन, आपको लिखना यही है. इट इज अचीव्ड बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ वर्टिकल डाउन कटिंग. हाउ इज एंड ड्रम्फ अचीव्ड? As per Penck, end drum is achieved by the process of and in this slope replacement what happens? Bos-Chungen gives rise to Hadel-Hangen. डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन था 2012 में, हमारी पढ़ाई कम थी. फाइन, अदरवाइज द क्वेश्चन वाज वेरी डायरेक्ट. हाउ Bos-Chungen gives rise to Hadel-Hangen. How pediplane is achieved by King? अब ये नॉर्मल साइकिल ऑफ इरोजन जो एपिजिन साइकिल ऑफ इरोजन है WM डेविस, वो सब में कहेगा विच इज व्हाट इज द एंड प्रोडक्ट? पेनेप्लेन डाउन कटिंग. हर जगह वही कहेगा, इसलिए इट हैज बीन क्रिटिसाइज्ड. LC King says pediplanation is achieved by the process of and what is this parallel retreat? Stage 1 is initially वर्टिकल डाउन कटिंग एंड लेटर उसके थियरी में कहता है इन द लेटर स्टेजेस देयर इज पेल्टियर कुछ नहीं कहेगा. पेल्टियर बिलोंग्स टू डेविसियन स्कूल. सो जो डेविस ने कहा है, Davis applied it to the normal conditions, that is hot and humid. Peltier applied it to the so can I say King is not original? What is King doing? कुछ ideas from Davis, कुछ ideas from Penck. Fine. Questions are very direct. For example, look at your past year question of year 2016. हमेशा ये टॉपिक पढ़ने से पहले पास्ट ईयर क्वेश्चंस देखो, बिकॉज यू विल गेट एन आइडिया इतने बड़े टॉपिक्स में से क्या उठाना है डिपेंडिंग अपॉन क्वेश्चन इज आस्क्ड. राइट? व्हाट इज द क्वेश्चन? कैन समवन रीड द क्वेश्चन? लाउडली समवन लाउडली.
Explaining the concept of pediclination, we combine the idea of Davis bend and wood
सो क्वेश्चन आता है, किंग कंबाइंड द आइडिया ऑफ पेंक, स्लोप रिप्लेसमेंट, डेविस दैट इज वर्टिकल डाउन कटिंग विथ हिज ओन, और एक है थिंकर वुड। वुड ने बताया था, जो मैंने बताया कि स्लोप हैज फ्री फेस, कॉनकेव। सो व्हाट डिड किंग डू? किंग ने वुड से वो कंसेप्ट लिया, दिस इज द स्लोप, और फिर बताया इन द स्टेज 1 देयर विल बी वर्टिकल डाउन कटिंग, इन द स्टेज 2 देयर विल बी स्लोप रिप्लेसमेंट, एंड उसने नाम दे दिया इसको एज अ पैरेलल रिट्रीट। नहीं, किंग की थियरी एक्सप्लेन करनी है, किंग की थियरी एक्सप्लेन, बट थोड़ी राइटिंग की स्टाइल चेंज हो जाएगी। कैसे चेंज होगी? किंग की थियरी में आपको समझना पड़ेगा, इन द स्टेज 1 व्हेन ही सेज वर्टिकल डाउन कटिंग दैट इज द डेविस, थोड़ा डेविस को मेंशन करना पड़ेगा। फिर स्टेज 2 में व्हाई ही शिफ्टेड फ्रॉम डेविस टू पेंग, एंड देन व्हाट इज हिज ओन आइडिया, पैरेलल रिट्रीट। ये 3 एक्सप्लेन करना, एंड thus we can say he combined his idea. Conclusion में the initial part is Davis, the later part is Penck, what he calls it as parallel retreat. Not seriously taken even by UPSC, हम सिर्फ ऊपर ऊपर से देखेंगे क्रिकमे को। Fine. Once in blue moon, never asked. 86 से 2019 तक एक ही बार पूछा है, this has never ever been asked. क्वेश्चन घूमते हैं इन तीनों के आसपास ही। क्लियर? सो व्हेन आई से वर्टिकल डाउन कटिंग, कैन यू इमेजिन व्हाट इज हैपनिंग? कहां पे? रिवर किसको खोद रही है? बेड, सॉरी, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग? स्टोन्स आर किसको खोद रहे? रिवर के बेड को। व्हेन आई से पैरेलल रिट्रीट, कौन याद आना चाहिए? किंग। व्हेन आई से स्लोप रिप्लेसमेंट, पेंक। तीनों का एंड प्रोसेस मोर और लेस सेम, सिर्फ नाम अलग है। दिस इज जर्मन नेम, दिस इज ओरिजिनल नेम। अब ओरिजिनल से थोड़ा हटके कॉपी करने के बाद, फाइन, ओरिजिनल से थोड़ा हटके कॉपी करने के बाद पैन प्लेन। हु इज द ओरिजिनल? दिस। हु इज द ओरिजिनल? दिस। बट व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम विथ हिम? हिज लैंग्वेज, फाइन, जर्मन। So with Google translation, does his theory is not easy? Yes, his theory is very right, सब कुछ है, but who dominates the world? English as a language या German as a language? English. So क्या है? Followers of Davis जानबूझ के faulty translation of the theory of Penck. Fine. Can I continue? Any doubts? Now Davis in this cycle of erosion is going to tell us why there is a difference of relief features on the surface of the earth. That is why there are mountains. Mountains कैसे फॉर्म हो गए? प्लेट टेक्टोनिक्स ने आंसर कर दिया। अब mountains कैसे डिस्ट्रॉय होने वाले हैं? दिस पीपल आर गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन। सो व्हाई देयर आर माउंटेन्स, व्हाई देयर आर ग्रेट प्लेन्स ऑफ इंडिया, व्हाई दे आर सो बिग, व्हाई समटाइम्स देयर इज अ फ्लैट लैंड, और व्हाई द लैंड इज नेवर अ फ्लैट, इट इज एक्चुअली convex or concave in nature. This is how what we will call it as an in geography as undulating surface. or peneplain. Fine. Why there is a peneplain? So in this, as we progress in geography, what was the biggest? Darwin ka theory. Darwin ka theory inspired all the social sciences, all the sciences including life sciences, that is the physical sciences as well as social sciences. In geography, Darwin ka theory in the physical geography ka follower was Davis. Survival of the fittest and adaptation. And in the human geography, the follower was Ratzel. Ratzel gave the concept of human geography, anthropogeography, where unlike humans, state behaves like a human. मतलब स्टेट को जितनी नेसेसरी है वैसे स्टेट शुड ग्रो एट द कॉस्ट ऑफ आवर वीक नेबर्स. आई हैव टोल्ड यू दिस, सो अभी हमें ये करना नहीं है. एंड डेविस गेव द कंसेप्ट ऑफ लैंडफॉर्म इवोल्यूशन इन यूथ, मैच्योर एंड old age. That is just like how living organisms pass through this stage. What was given by Darwin was taken up by Davis in his youth, mature and old age. So this three things is what in Davis calls as stage or time. उसने कहा हर लैंडफॉर्म इन तीन इसमें से जाएगा, स्टेज और टाइम में से. मीन्स एवरी लैंडफॉर्म विल बी पासिंग थ्रू यूथफुल स्टेज, मैच्योर स्टेज एंड ओल्ड एज. तो उसने किसको फोकस किया? स्टेज को. एंड दैटफॉर यूपीएससी क्या पूछेगा? व्हाट इज द नेगेटिव ऑफ डेविस? टू मच फोकस ऑन स्टेज, नॉट मच फोकस ऑन स्ट्रक्चर एंड प्रोसेस. फाइन. सो इंट्रोडक्शन. very properly you should do this. अगर टाइम मिला तो ये बुक, मीन्स वॉट एवर द सविंद्र सिंह का नॉर्मल बुक यू आर हैविंग, अगर टाइम मिला तो पढ़ो. अगर समझ में आया तो ही आगे बढ़ो. अदरवाइज अगर लग रहा है कि इफ यू आर गेटिंग मोर कंफ्यूज बाय द लैंग्वेज यूज्ड बाय Savindra Singh, stop there, stop reading there only, just do the class notes. Class notes in this topics are more than enough. There is no need of referring any other thing in this topic. Fine. So the evolution of the landform, evolution of the landforms is caused by both endogenetic and exogenetic processes. Is caused by both endogenetic and exogenetic processes. The exogenetic processes known as destructive processes engage in denudation and lowering of the relief. Denudation and lowering of the relief. The intensity of this denudational processes, depends upon types of weathering and the agents of erosion. Types of weathering and the agents of erosion. Full stop. This further depends upon the climatic zones. This further depends upon the climatic zones, and thus the work of a geography is to understand. The work of this geography is to understand. Work of geography is to understand the zonal implications of external agents. The zonal implications of external agents. Again, this is not the introduction. You will have to now work after going home, look at the past year questions and देखना पड़ेगा इन में से कहाँ पे introduction होगा, कहाँ पे कौन सा conclusion होगा. This will be conclusion to my criticism of Davis. This will be introduction to my question on zonal classification of the geomorphic agents. Fine? Depend करेगा. What can be introduction, what can be conclusion. Fine? Next, सबसे common introduction ये हो सकता है. What I am dictating now. The evolution of the landforms. The evolution of the landforms in a cyclic manner. In a cyclic manner was first propounded by or first given by Hutton in 1785 bracket में Hutton in which he said what is Hutton famous for? What is the thing you should remember about Hutton? Present is key to the past. Present is key to the past. In which he said present is key to the past. Or there is no vestige. There is no vestige. Inverted commas में जो उसने कहा है inverted commas में, or there is no vestige of a beginning and no prospect of end. No prospect of end. What is the meaning of this statement? Vestige. What is the meaning of word vestige? Philosophy. Optional. There is no vestige of a beginning. Means you cannot go and search where everything began, and you cannot go and say where everything will end. याद करो, Scottish geologist जो हटन ये था, he was against the principle of catastrophism. Catastrophism was saying कि suddenly सब कुछ began हुआ, एडम आया, 7 दिन में ये हुआ, और 7वें दिन जब एडम को रेस्ट करना था तो एडम ने एप्पल खा लिया 1 हफ्ते में, एडम एंड ईव ने, एंड फिर संडे को मर गए तो हम चलो चर्च चलते हैं संडे को, इसलिए संडे को छुट्टी. Fine? This was what the philosophy of catastrophism was. Fine? See, I am not joking. This is what the reality of catastrophism was. Fine? So he says no catastrophism. There is no vestige to the beginning, no prospect of the end. This concept is known as the concept of uniformitism. Now you have got an value addition. If present is key to the past, ko mat yaad rakho. Remember, this statement will fetch you better marks in the exam rather than present is key to the past. Fine? Hutton ka. This gave rise to the principle of uniformitism. This gave rise to the principle of uniformitism, which influenced the cycle of erosions from which influence the cycle of erosions from Davis, Penck and Davis, Penck and L.C. King. Fine. Next paragraph. W.M. Davis published his geographical cycle of erosion in 1899. अगर ईयर याद रखा तो बहुत ही अच्छा. Published his geographical cycle of erosion in 1899. Inspired by, this has to come in the introduction, inspired by Darwin's Origin of Species. Inspired by Darwin's Origin of Species. कब पब्लिश हुआ था Origin of Species? When did Davis come? 1899. When did the concept of Anthrazl got inspired? When did First World War take place? Understand? क्यों? Because Ratzel का follower was appointed as political advisor to Hitler. उसने कहा जर्मनी को अगर आगे बढ़ना है तो दो चीजें करनी है. Survival of the fittest. जो भी अपाइज है, the people who are not dependent, the people who are dependent, those who are very very old, खत्म कर दो इनको. Why? Because they are liability to the state का resources. Concentration camps. Secondly, जर्मनी को अगर soldiers चाहिए तो no love marriages. Two people will be selected by the German army, and those who can give the best offsprings based on their DNAs will be married, and they will produce a very strong soldiers for the future Germany. Fine? जो डेमोक्रेसी का बात करते हैं, जो अपने राइट्स की बात करते हैं, प्रॉफिट की बात करते हैं, कॉन्सेंट्रेशन कैंप्स, दैट इज ज्यूज. फाइन? यू हैव टू लिसन टू हिटलर. सो व्हाई? बिकॉज जर्मनी हैज टू एक्सपांड. द सेम आइडिया वाज इंस्पायर्ड RSS. फाइन? बट अभी डायरेक्टली दे हैव नॉट कम, बट इफ यू एवर रीड देयर this thing, they talk about the same India. Fine? And see, RSS का ये India, you'll be surprised, इसमें हिंदू मुस्लिम में के बीच distinction नहीं है. They all call this as Indians. But वो India बनाने के लिए they should come into power. And how they can come into power? By creating a drift. So आगे जाके you don't be surprised if Modi becomes secular. This is what is RSS का ideology. Fine? दिस इज व्हाट इज द RSS का आइडियोलॉजी. ये तो सिर्फ पावर कैप्चर करने के लिए है. RSS की नहीं, ये अडवाणी का दिमाग था 93 का. बट आइडियोलॉजी RSS की इज स्ट्रॉन्ग इंडिया, सेम लाइक स्ट्रॉन्ग चाइना, सेम लाइक स्ट्रॉन्ग जर्मनी. इसलिए इन सबको कहते हैं नाजिस्ट और फैसिस्ट. फाइन? नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. Inspired by Darwin, he expressed the opinion that landforms evolve like organisms. Landforms evolve like organisms. And pass through the stages of youth, maturity, and old age. youth, maturity and old age. Full stop. Write in the point wise this answer: youth, maturity and old age. Underline organisms and underline youth, maturity and old age even in the examination. Next point. He called this as geographical cycle of erosion. Geographical cycle of erosion. Or complete cycle of a river. Complete cycle of river's life. Complete cycle of river's life. River's life. Complete cycle of river's life. Full stop. किसके ऊपर based है geographical cycle of erosion? On river. Is it based on glaciers? No. Is it based on winds? नहीं. It is based on river. Means question अगर आता है normal cycle of erosion, you have to write whose idea? Davis का. Fine. और एपिजिन साइकिल ऑफ इरोजन डेविस का थोड़ा मॉडिफिकेशन टू विंड्स. फाइन. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. बेसिक अजम्पशंस. यू जस्ट राइट डाउन बेसिक अजम्पशंस. उसके बाद नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. अकॉर्डिंग टू डेविस his normal cycle of erosion starts with rivers. According to Davis, his normal cycle of erosion starts with river because his cycle is based on underline इसके बाद के दो words. His cycle is based on humid temperate areas of the world. Humid temperate areas of the world. Humid temperate areas of the world. Underline humid temperate areas of the world, where river is the most dominant agent of erosion. Where river is the most dominant agent of erosion. Full stop. देखो ये पढ़ते ही you should ask yourself, किंग ने कहा किस कॉन्टिनेंट को डिस्क्राइब किया था? अफ्रीका को. Why he was against Davis? Because Africa, unlike humid, is dry, unlike temperate is tropical. इसलिए इसने अपनी एक अलग से साइकिल दी, सवाना साइकिल. पेंक सेम एज डेविस, बट डेविस का आइडिया से वो स्टेज के आइडिया से खुश नहीं था. सेकंड बेसिक अजम्पशन. landforms undergo inorganic selection. Landforms undergo inorganic selection. Just like living beings undergo organic natural selection. Living beings undergo organic natural selection. Understand this. What do you mean by organic natural selection? Survival, adaptation. Human beings also do that. Now I don't know how many of you are going to do love marriage versus arranged marriage. But suppose if it is an arranged marriage, your biodata, irrespective of who you are, will come into the market. If you become IAS, your biodata will be there, and your prospective groom bride का biodata will come in the groom या bride, depending. उस biodata में क्या होगा? Compulsory. No need of wealth. Understand Indian this thing. It has to be मामा का नाम compulsory. Fine. मामा के गांव का एड्रेस कंपलसरी, बुआ का नाम कंपलसरी, बुआ के गांव का एड्रेस कंपलसरी, एंड चाचा का नाम. फाइन. व्हाट इज दिस? देन जो एजेंट्स होते हैं, मिडलमैन, ये सब गांव में जाएंगे, देखेंगे मामा की फैमिली कैसी है, उसके जनरेशन्स में कोई बीमारी है कि नहीं, चाचा की, बुआ की, मासी की नहीं, मासी हैज गॉन इनटू सम अदर ब्लड ग्रुप. फाइन. एंड देन इफ देयर इज एवरीथिंग इज फाइन, देन the both groom and bride will be going into the marriage. Fine. Depending upon whether you believe in the nakshatras, grahas, or whatever that is. So but kya ho raha hai? What the agents, what your parents are doing for you? Organic natural selection. कि अगर इसके इसमें कुछ बीमारी है, नो, देयर इज सम जेनेटिक दिस थिंग. अभी डीएनए सैम्पलिंग वो सब नहीं आया था उस जमाने में. सो दिस वाज द मेथड ऑफ मेजरिंग. सो सिमिलरली लैंडफॉर्म्स विल अंडरगो इनऑर्गेनिक सिलेक्शन. फाइन. दिस सिलेक्शन occurs in stages. कौन सा स्टेजेस लिखने की जरूरत नहीं. यूथ, मैच्योर एंड ओल्ड एज. गिविंग राइज टू almost flat surface near the base level. Underline near the base level. I am giving you what Davis ka words are, okay? Near the base level, known as peneplain. Almost flat surface का नाम क्या है? Peneplain. Is it very flat? No, it is almost flat. Is it at the base level or near the base level? It is near the base level. डिपेंड करता है व्हाट इज दिस बेस लेवल, वो एक अलग कंसेप्ट है. सो इसी का एक सब क्वेश्चन है जो यूपीएससी ने पूछ चुका है. व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ बेस लेवल, वेदर देयर इज अ लोकल बेस लेवल, वेदर देयर इज अ ग्रैंड बेस लेवल, वेदर देयर इज अ टेम्पररी बेस लेवल. बेस लेवल मतलब जहां पे रिवर का इरोजन कैपेसिटी विल गेट फिनिश्ड. सो कहां पे रिवर का इरोजन कैपेसिटी विल गेट फिनिश्ड डिपेंड करेगा ऑन द लैंडफॉर्म. सो आई एम ड्राइंग दिस लैंडफॉर्म, एनी रीजन, क्रॉस सेक्शन. Suppose this is a country, mountain, plateau, plain, and sea. So river has started from here. Ab river when it comes to the plateau, because of the flatness, uska speed decreases. So this is what? Or why temporary? Because over the period of time this landform will be developed to old age. ये भी कम हो जाएगा and then river will come down and उसका speed further decrease हो जाएगा. Why? Because there is sea. So this is so grand base level is always sea level. डिपेंड करता है. महानदी कैन इरोड द छोटा नागपुर प्लाटू, उसको बहुत टाइम है, बट तब तक महानदी व्हेन इट फ्लोज थ्रू द छोटा नागपुर प्लाटू विदाउट, व्हेन इसका स्पीड डिक्रीजेस, यू विल कॉल दिस एज अ टेम्पररी बेस लेवल. व्हेन इट कंप्लीटली बिकम्स जस्ट एज फ्लैट एज द ग्रेट प्लेन्स ऑफ इंडिया, इट विल बिकम ग्रैंड बेस लेवल. बट क्या वो कंप्लीटली बन जाएगा लाइक ग्रेट प्लेन्स ऑफ इंडिया? हो सकता है इफ द लैंडफॉर्म इज स्टैग्नेंट फॉर, और if the Indian plate is not moving into the Eurasian plate for 1 lakh years, then वो area flat हो जाएगा. But ऐसे होने नहीं वाला. Why? Because Indian plate is moving into the Eurasian plate. So time नहीं है. And इसलिए what we are going to criticize Davis का stage और time, क्योंकि इतना time नहीं है किसी लैंडफॉर्म के पास स्टेबल होने के लिए. Those who are new to the class understand what is this continental drift में Indian plate is continuously going below the Eurasian plate. Abhi it is uplifting the parts of Great Plains of India. The parts of Great Plains of India which are being uplifted are known as Shivaliks. Shivaliks are not Asian plate. Shivalik is Great Plains of India जो uplift हो रहा है. इसलिए Shivaliks में there is dunes, plains which are at a greater height. Example Dehra dune. Fine. बाद में दिल्ली भी uplift हो जाएगा. बाद में मध्य प्रदेश भी अपलिफ्ट हो जाएगा. इंडियन एंड ऑब्वियसली इन सब में छोटा नागपुर प्लाटू विल गेट अपलिफ्टेड. सो छोटा नागपुर प्लाटू विल नेवर नेवर बिकम ग्रैंड बेस लेवल. किसने कहा? प्लेट टेक्टोनिक्स. विच ईयर? 1960s. विच ईयर डेविस? 1899. सो ऑब्वियसली ही हैड नो आइडिया रिगार्डिंग द मूवमेंट. सो इसलिए ही गेव मोर इंपॉर्टेंस टू द टाइम. Just have to imagine कौन सी theory came in which year and उसका क्या ज़माना था वो and उसका importance क्या है. Next point. Understanding assumptions में criticism अभी लिखेंगे नहीं. We'll keep that as a separate point. But understanding why his assumptions are wrong. Grand base level will never come in the world. Second key point, landform is an outcome of, बाद में का assumption, landform is an outcome of both endogenetic and exogenetic processes. Both endogenetic and exogenetic processes. Full stop. Endogenetic processes endogenetic processes tell me what is the mistake after I start dictating. Endogenetic processes through rapid upliftment, underline the word rapid upliftment, through rapid upliftment, endogenetic processes through rapid upliftment will create the relief features. Through rapid upliftment will create the relief features or uplift the landform. Exam में कैसे भी लिखो, will create the relief features. Full stop. Once the upliftment stops, agents of denudation means both weathering and erosion. Agents of denudation will start reducing the height of the landforms, to give rise to featureless peneplain. What is the problem here? To give rise to featureless peneplain. दो प्रॉब्लम है. एक तो रैपिड अपलिफ्टमेंट कभी नहीं होता. इंडियन प्लेट हैज कम टू दिस पोजीशन आफ्टर 65 मिलियन ईयर्स. देन वो कहता है अपलिफ्टमेंट विल स्टॉप. Upliftment has not stopped. Even today, the Indian plate is pushing below the Eurasian plate. The height of the Himalayas are rising. Fine. फिर he says upliftment stops and then erosion will start. ऐसे नहीं है. Upliftment and erosion is going on simultaneously. Fine. So river Ganga is eroding the rocks as well as Himalayas are getting uplifted. ये कहा था Penck ने. That is why Penck की theory is important. Penck ने कहा upliftment and the downcutting will go on simultaneously. Height of the landform will depend upon who is dominant. If the endogenetic forces are dominant, greater height. If the exogenetic forces are dominant, lesser height. Getting it? If both of them are same, rectilinear slope. इसलिए मैंने आपको slope बताया था. Rectilinear slope. If both of them are same. Fine. ये सेकंड प्रॉब्लम है डेविस का. अजम्पशन में ही क्रिटिसिजम्स यू विल अंडरस्टैंड. थर्ड, the uplifted landform is of homogeneous structure and same lithology. ये है थर्ड प्रॉब्लम अजम्पशन का. वो कहता है जो अपलिफ्टेड लैंडफॉर्म है, इट इज बिलोंगिंग टू द सेम स्ट्रक्चर. जरूरी नहीं है. हिमालयाज इन उत्तराखंड, why I was telling you these examples in the previous classes is to understand these topics, right? Himalayas in Uttarakhand, Nepal are prone to landslides because they are made up of weak rocks. Himalayas in Jammu Kashmir, and in spite of very heavy rainfall in the northeast India, are not so much prone to the landslides because the rock structure is different. Uniform rock structure हो ही नहीं सकता. That is the second. मतलब उसका पूरा ध्यान किस पे है? स्टेज पे. स्ट्रक्चर प्रोसेस बात ही नहीं करता हो. प्रोसेस सिर्फ एक है, river. What about the other processes? He is not concerned. That is the problem with Davis. Next assumption. The process of upliftment is the chief source of potential energy. Potential energy. Why potential energy? How much river can erode depends upon speed, and speed is potential energy. Fine. Potential energy or kinetic energy, both. Is he right in saying provides the potential energy? अगर upliftment is greater, the speed of the river is greater, इसलिए उसका potential energy is very high. Then we go into the region and see, हाँ सच्ची में speed of the river is high. हम कहते हैं yes, तो फिर हम कहते हैं उसका kinetic energy is also very high. Potential energy will depend upon the uplift. मतलब कुछ नहीं, simple words में जो हमने किया, factors affecting weathering. एक factor was slope. Getting it? Slope. अगर slope steep है तो speed of a river is greater, therefore potential energy is greater. If the slope is gentle, then the potential energy as well as kinetic energy is less, क्योंकि speed कम हो गया. कुछ नहीं, वही simple words में वही है subject. The only thing is technical words make it confusing. Fine. टेक्निकल वर्ड्स का एग्जांपल, बॉस्चुंगन क्या है? हिल है. हैडलहैंग क्या है? स्लोप है. तो ये कहता है कि हिल इरोड होगा और स्लोप पे डिपॉजिट होगा. कैसे? ऐसे पहले स्लोप, बॉस्चुंगन, हैडलहैंगन, फिर ये कम हो जाएगा, फिर ये कम हो जाएगा, फिर ये कम हो जाएगा. एंड दिस इज बॉस्चुंगन हैज गिवन राइज टू हैडलहैंगन, एंड इसको कहता है स्लोप रिप्लेसमेंट. कॉन्वेक्स स्लोप गिव्स राइज टू कॉनकेव स्लोप. This what is the only thing is difficult. यही आप simple words में कह सकते हो, ये टूट के obviously यहीं गिरेगा. Right? वही है, Bös-Chungen will give rise to Hadal-Hangen. Next point. As the river passes from youth to old age, as the river passes from youth to the old age, youthful to the old age, the potential and kinetic energy decreases. Potential and the kinetic energy decreases, and near graded condition is achieved. Near graded condition is achieved. Near graded condition is achieved. Near graded means same. Fine. These are the assumptions. खुद लिख सकते हो क्या क्या है assumption में. Keywords, stage, upliftment, energy की बात की है, and humid conditions की बात की है. बस बात खत्म उधर ही. That is this thing. Fine. So in saying this, of the theory, his theory is based on, they generally ask you write a short note on the trio of Davis. This theory is based on 3 factors जिसको हम कहेंगे trio. Your language should be this in the examination. This trio of Davis is structure, process and stage. उसमें से he gave the most importance to stage and least importance to structure and process. इसलिए बाद में थॉर्नबरी कहता है structure is the most dominant control on the landform, और processes leave a distinct imprint on the landform and is reflected on them. Initial classes अब clear होने लग जाएंगे. Getting it? So and therefore we criticize the Davis. So theory. Davis gave his theory on 3 factors. Davis gave his theory on 3 factors known as trio of Davis. That is structure, process and time. Structure, process and time. Structure, process and time. Structure, process and time. See what he is going to say. आगे theory is very easy. उसने already कहा है कि there is uniform lithology. So structure उसने खुद ही गायब कर लिया. Process वो कहता है एक ही है, rework. Fine. क्या कहेगा वो? Time. And इसलिए अब next step of his theory is youthful stage, mature stage, old age. What are the landforms that are formed? We'll start tomorrow exactly on time, and tomorrow I will discuss today's and tomorrow's newspaper. मतलब कल का न्यूज़, आज का ही मुझे पेपर डिस्कस करना था, but there is nothing for preliminary examination in today's paper. But I will discuss you what to take out for prelims in tomorrow's paper, what to take out for mains also. So bring tomorrow's paper to the class.